one. What's up, Thunder Fox? What the fuck happened last time?
Oh, look at my notes.
You'd think by now.
We went and we did some census work.
Mhm. We talked
Yeah,
to an
we
old
did.
man.
Olzen Havinsky. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. We found out
I mean,
Scylla's real name
yeah.
and her parents' names.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, you guys went through the local, what was it, the town hall, and found records of Scylla's parents and Scylla herself.
And then we
Nope.
left, and I'm never coming back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Technically, through inheritance, through the inheritance law, you do technically own land there.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
You
build
own a
house.
pit. You own a pit,
Yeah.
okay?
Do I own the
Built-in
tunnel system
escape
underneath
tunnel.
it? Build an escape tunnel to another traumatic place from your upbringing.
Listen. I'm not gonna bring that up again.
Me and Rael's kids are like, where's down there? What's down there, mommy? And we're like, oh, that's where I almost got murdered by a giant worm.
Oh, you mean
My
the
friends
trauma
almost
hole?
died multiple times.
The trauma hole.
That's where your grandparents got eaten.
We
That's
send
the
you down
reason
there
you
when you're
don't have a
being bad.
grandpa. But yeah, Tally and Porter departed for their honeymoon after some tearful goodbyes and affirmations. And the three of you plus Rael then set off on the road for Nicodranus and beyond. You made it down the road a bit before encountering a gang of some kind. But thanks to Belbin's sheer force of charisma and fear, managed to avoid any kind of incursion with them. The next day, you encountered a mechanized knight of some kind, which Rael informed you was known as a mech mage, or a mech mage. Asking about these gang members, saying that they had disturbed the peace, were publicly intoxicated, and committed a heinous act of vandalism. And so they were sent to retrieve these ne'er-do-wells and take them back to stand for their crimes. You guys pointed them in the direction that you left, not really picking a side between the two, and were left to go on your way. And it was at that point that you asked the two locals, Scylla and Rael, about these mechanized beings. And Rael informed you that they were local to Port Zune, which was about a day's travel away. So at this point on the road, it's getting to be late afternoon, early evening. You've got, as Rael said, a day left to Port Zune. If you chose to bypass Port Zune, you could probably make it to Nicodranus in an additional 3 to 4 days. Possibly shorter if skipping out on Port Zune, because who knows how long you might end up staying in a city. But as Rael had said before, Port Zune is sort of the city of industry in this area. But yeah, you guys are clopping along on the road with Branch. Yvain is, I believe, walking alongside with Belle on her shoulders, while Scylla and Rael share Branch. But yeah, the day is coming to a close pretty soon. Do you want to try to push it to get a little closer, to get a little further on the road and maybe, walk into the sunset, or would you like to call it an early day?
How you feeling, Belle?
It's been a really, really physically taxing couple of days for me on the road here, specifically, what with all the walking that I do. So, um, I guess I could soldier on if we needed to. But I guess my question is, are we going to port soon?
No.
Because if we're not, then there's no real reason to like push to get closer to it so we can try and beat like stuff closing tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
I don't mind
if
if
we
we skip
are,
Port Zoom. We could always come back.
I mean,
It's
d-
something fucked up's going to happen to us if we go in there. We know this.
Yeah. Trouble follows us.
I mean, yeah. All right, so no, it's not. I don't really care then. We can stop. We can go.
I mean, I do kind of want to go see the robot mages, but I don't think that's a good enough
They're
reason to go
probably
stop
still gonna
somewhere.
be there.
It's not a good reason, no.
Yeah, and they probably will. I don't know, somehow try to kill us.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to,
yeah,
yeah.
yep, yep.
Right. So, do we want to push today then? Because I mean, if we're not trying to get to somewhere specific very quickly, there's no real reason to push too hard. I
No,
don't
let's
think.
go
Oh.
find a nice soft spot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
works
see.
for me.
Yeah,
All right, well, I guess we
trying
won't
to
need this
find
anymore.
someplace bougie.
All right. So, yeah, you guys find a nice little. It's pretty bare out here. It's just kind of rolling plains with the occasional hill to break up the skyline. You can see off in the distance, very faintly at this point, is a pillar, a plume of white gray smoke in the I believe that would be the southeast. Or actually, no, it would be dead due south at this point. So yeah, due south, you see kind of just glimmering in the side glow of the sunset. You see this pillar of white gray smoke just pluming up to the sky. It seems to go on endlessly before just seamlessly kind of meshing into the clouds. Um, But yeah, you guys find a quiet little soft spot a little ways off the road on this plain. You set out your tents, of which you have two now. Uh, or was it two? Because I think you got one of the 5-man tents and then one of the 2-man tents. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Belle and Yvain sharing the 5-man, and Scylla and Rael sharing the 2-man. But yeah, you guys turn in for the evening nice and early. You have a nice dinner with your rations. You still have a few, I'd say like a few days travel left at the very least, before you start getting uh, getting a little low. You'd probably make it to Nicodranus before that. But yeah, who is going to be? Are you taking watch tonight? Who's going to be taking watch tonight?
Always and forever.
Always and
Yeah,
forever.
never don't take watch.
All right, who's up first? Do you
I
want to put
can.
the
Scylla will
lesbians
go.
up again, or
Scylla will go. Scylla
okay?
will
So yeah,
go.
Scylla and Rael will stay up for the first couple of hours. So Scylla, I would like you to make a perception check with advantage, please.
Uh, I haven't used this buddy in a while. Let's use that. I should look at my character sheet.
Yeah, maybe.
Nah, it's probably
I
fine.
mean, I could tell you.
+6, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, +6.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. So, yeah, you are sitting on a small, like, little stool by the fire that you guys have carried around. Rael is kind of leaned up against is sitting on the ground next to you, just kind of like leaned up against your thigh, her head just resting in your lap, and she's got a little piece of wood in her hand and a small little knife in the other, and it's just kind of whittling away at a piece of wood. Is there anything you had in mind to speak with her about this evening, or are you just kind of gonna let the conversation flow naturally and just kind of hang out?
Just kind of hang out, but I feel like Scylla's been getting kind of anxious the past couple of days.
Okay.
So I don't know if Rael will catch it, but Scylla's been like growingly getting anxious the past couple of days.
Well, don't even need advantage with that one. Nat 20, 24 insight.
Ooh,
She
snipes me.
she reads you like a
Snipes.
book, my guy.
Yeah.
Honey, are you okay?
Yeah. What do you mean? Why? Why?
Well, because you started stroking my hair, now you're pulling it.
Sorry.
It's all right. Are you okay? What's going on?
I I don't. I feel like I've been bracing for the past little while because it feels like a lot of the time in my life, uh, once good things happen to me, very bad things follow. I feel like I've been very happy for a continued amount of time, uh, and I'm just nervous about what is building on the other side of that.
I, well, first of all, um, what do you need right now? Do you just want to talk about it? Do you want my advice?
I mean, I've gone without your advice for a few years. I don't think it would hurt to hear it, but um, I'm not sure, you know.
How about my perspective? It really does seem like you've get a lot of shit just dealt at you kind of on a regular basis. Like you said,
That's fair. That's a fair observation.
good things happen, shitty things happen.
Mhm.
But I've never seen you so sure of yourself. I've never seen you so confident. And I I don't know if you feel this way, but I know that whatever shitty thing is coming, I feel like we can handle it. So, you know, why be scared of the shit hitting the fan if we know it's going to, you know? Because we know we can handle it together, right? Us against the world, right?
Yeah, that's fair. You're right. I do.
Look, no matter what shit comes, I'm here and we'll take it on together and we'll handle it. Don't
Okay.
be scared because we can do this.
Okay. Okay.
See, now you're better. That's how mental health works, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's
Cool.
like a switch, you know?
Glad I fixed you. Awesome.
Not enough. Yeah, it's the Mormon way. Light switch.
Ow, shit. I sorry. She kind of sucks at her thumb a little. I pricked my finger on the blade. My bad. Oops. I'm okay. Happens all the time.
So we'll lay on hands and kiss her son. Not lay on
Oh,
hands. You know what I'm talking about.
oh,
The
it,
ASMR thing.
wow. Magic kisses. That's gonna come in handy.
Yeah, it doesn't help that much in like all around health, but little things. Yeah.
Hmm. What do you think so far? And she holds up the little thing that she's been whittling, and you see it's a little boat. Just a simple look, like sort of canoe coracle looking thing. Not like, any great ship or anything. Just a simple little boat.
It's good. Are we going sailing? Should I
I
shrink
don't
us
know if I
down?
can fit a sail on it, but I don't know. I always liked the idea of a rowboat. I always thought it was really romantic.
I'm contemplating if I think that's romantic. I'll let you have it.
It's at that point, this is a few hours into your watch. It's at that point that you notice out of the corner of your eye that smoke stack, that smoke plume from before. It's continued through the night, through the sunset into the night, and you notice in the center of it a faint pinkish purplish light just rise up through the smoke and disappear into the clouds.
Did you see that?
See what?
There's like a weird light.
I mean, weird lights all the time. People do magic around these parts, you know?
It's like a shooting star, but like backwards.
Like going up?
Yeah,
Huh. Weird.
I've just accepted that lots of weird things happen.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. I'm gonna go insane.
I'm getting a little sleepy. Do you mind if I turn in a little early?
That's fine. I
Okay.
will stare into the abyss for a little bit longer.
Oh, come on.
What? Isn't that what it is? It's pitch black outside.
Well, find something to do. Keep yourself occupied. Don't fall asleep. All right. I love you. And she gives you a kiss and
Good
heads
night.
off to bed. And the rest of your watch goes uneventful.
I feel like Scylla tries to whittle a sail for the boat
Okay,
because rowboats are stupid.
give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm okay at those because of Yvain's girlfriend. Skills 21.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to have a, a, a pretty solid hand at whittling. You picture the image in your mind. You test how the blade goes against the wood. You kind of picked up Rael's supplies from where she was sitting, where she had set them down. You test the blade against the grain of the wood, and it just kind of floats off almost effortlessly. And you begin to shape it, and it's like you're seeing it's like you're almost peeling the excess wood away from this piece. It's like there's a sail that's been locked in this block of wood, and all you're doing is just brushing away the outer bits of it that cover up this beautiful sail that you now have affixed to Rael's carving.
I am a regular Halcyon druid wood carver.
All right, that's your
Um,
watch. Who's next?
yeah.
I would also like to participate in arts and crafts.
Okay.
So the
So
thing that Tally got me when we were back in Phelan was actually some like yarn and some what the hell are they called? Crochet needles.
yeah.
Because Yvain used to make clothes.
Mhm.
And she hasn't done it a whole lot since she's been away from home, so she just wants to try to get back into it. So she's secretly making some really, really cool ponchos for you and Belle when you guys are asleep at night.
That is amazing. I will need regular sleight of hand checks then every
Cool,
night.
cool, 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 cool.
So yeah, first give me a perception check.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, 19.
No, 19. Okay,
So
and
perceptive tonight.
now now give me a sleight of hand check.
Da, 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 da. Where is it? There it is. Wow, 19.
Okay.
Why are we
Yeah.
wasting the good rolls?
Yeah. It's gonna take a while to it's gonna take a few nights to make each poncho, but the first one's coming along pretty well. You've got a solid idea of like what you want it to look like, the shape and you pick a place to start and it's coming along pretty well. Um what'd you roll for perception? A 19 again? Yeah,
Yeah,
19.
this is so
Yeah.
unusual.
Uneventful is your watch. Not much goes on at this late hour. Your watch concludes uneventfully.
Stuff the stuff in the bag of holding.
Gotcha.
Go to Belle. Belle. Look. Belle.
Mm,
It's
mm.
watch time.
Is what?
Watch. Your turn.
Okay.
All right, good
Belvin.
night.
Schlap. Belvin, is there any arts and crafts you would like to partake in this evening?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you're just gonna be sad boy?
It's just gonna be sad. Yeah.
Okay. So another night of Belvin being sad. Um, we all know how this goes. The sister's out, the light is in a sitting position, or at least in a position that would be sitting, and Bell is mumbling to himself. Anything out of the ordinary tonight?
How close would you say we are to the ocean on the road where we're at now?
About where you're at now. I'd say it's a good. Sheesh. Actually, I can tell you quite accurately. So you're about 15, 20 miles away from the
Okay.
ocean at this point.
Sounds good. I wasn't sure how close the road actually like got to it.
Yeah, you're about 15,
Um,
20 miles at this point.
Sounds good. Then no, not really. I'll think unconsciously. I would just sort of orient so that I am facing in that general direction
Okay.
and probably unconsciously play with, well, not unconsciously, it's very conscious. Play with the compass and play with the symbol that are like on the same chain together.
Yep.
But
Very nice.
just
Very-
sad.
That is indeed very sad. Make a perception check for me.
Okay, time to break the streak. 5.
Oh, um, uneventful is your watch, my friend. The night passes, the spell fades, your friends awake, y'all have some breakfast, and if there's not anything you'd like to do before you get on the road, you get on the road. Was there anything you guys would like to do before you get on the road?
I think
No?
Scylla gets
Scylla.
up kind of early, only a little bit early. And I kind of just think she like wanders not that far, like she's visible, um, into like a grassy field and sings her bee song. She hasn't done it in a while.
Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna sing to the
okay.
bees.
Okay. Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Sure. Oh, performance. Oh boy. Okay, not so bad.
And I'm sorry, where did you say you were going? To like just go as a
Just
little
into the grass,
into the
something like
grass.
that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 17.
17. Okay. So, yeah, you start to sing that sort of, you start with that low hum, moving into that lilting, haunting song taught to you by Grandma Linda. Um, and the sound echoes across the plains here, rustling through the grass. And while no bees, uh, well, actually, somebody roll here. Actually, I'll do this. I'll do this. Okay. So yeah, actually, you see, from there are like small, little groupings of flowers, little weeds that have blossomed into blooms, and from those, from like a few of those, you see six bees just kind of lilt up. Bzzz, and they form their little line and they sway back and forth like almost like a like if you like one of those like if you take a bunch of balls on a string the same length in a row and just let them go all at the same time, how they kind of like make this snake like motion. That's how. And yeah, you find the notes that control that tell them where to go, as you have now gotten them into sync with your song, and now you have six little bees that you can direct as you please.
We're just we're just they're just
Vibing,
flying around. We're
just
just yeah,
vibing.
vibing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
vibe out with the bees for a little bit this in the morning. Rael kind of looks over at you, kind of just vibing around the bees. Sweetheart, are you okay? Those are a lot of bees. What? That's
They're my
damn it,
friends.
Tally. Sweetheart, are you okay? That's a lot of bees.
They are my friends. The bees are my friends.
Okay, fucking druids, right? But yeah, if there's nothing else, you guys hop along, get back on the road. Who would like to roll for today?
What are we back to? Who are we back to? Specifically.
I'll
Is
do
it
it.
me?
You'll do it? Okay. So, first thing I would like you to roll is a first a D8.
Okay.
Let me know what you got.
8.
Okay, now a D12.
D12.
Let me know what you got.
A 6.
Dragon. 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 Dragon.
Okay. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. All right. As you are progressing, and you guys said that you were not stopping at Port Zune, is that correct? Yeah, not
Correct.
skipping right by it. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you are progressing, you do come across a fork in the road, where the sign points off down in a more southern, where one fork goes off in to the south, while the other continues in a sort of more eastern direction, continuing down the coast. You guys veer off up the left path to the east, passing by Port Zune. You can see now in the light of day that smokestack that you saw yesterday is in fact a massive set of twin smokestacks, pumping this billowing smoke into the sky. And below it are in on the towers themselves are ringed in lights, You can see them glowing. You couldn't see them from that distance, or maybe perhaps they weren't on, but or they weren't active at that point. But you can see now twisting around those two towers rings and of beautiful lights, different colors, some greens and pinks and blues. Um, Beyond that, you can see other buildings, almost as tall, but none as tall as these two massive smokestacks, but others sending high into the sky. You see some that seem to have little appendages on them, others with material floating around them, almost in a rotatory orbital pattern. And if you listen very closely, even from this distance, you can already hear a subtle thumping and clanking and turning and chunking and the sounds of machinery and industry are very faint but apparent here in the middle of the day. But you travel on down the road, past the city, and on the road down to Nicodranus. Be, Beyond the occasional traveler, the only thing of note in this particular afternoon would be passing by a particular tree. As I've said before, this is mostly plains that have been, this has all been like kind of rolling plains, the occasional hill or, flower patch here and there to break it up. Along the side of the road is a tree, seeming very out of place as there are no others in the surrounding area. But this tree is deeply rooted into the ground, covered in grass and moss. Obviously been here quite a long time, but it is dead. It is stone dead, stark gray and ashen, all like bleached by the sun, and split down the middle completely. The middle of the tree is a sort of dark black centerpiece to this, but it's different. It's almost like, are you aware of like what like Vanta black is? Yeah. So like if you could imagine at the core piece of that tree where there seems to be a little bit of stump left is a blackness that refuses to reflect light. All this you see because there's nothing else around you distracting you from it. There are no other trees. It's kind of hard to miss this one sitting at the side of the road. If you'd like to look any closer, you can make perception checks. If you'd like to investigate any closer, you can make investigation checks. Or if you'd like to just continue on past, you may.
I have to look at the weird tree.
Yeah, me too. I kind of want to see if it was struck by lightning or something.
From the
Okay,
road,
I
or you
guess I'm
guys
going
going
with-
up and checking it out? It's
Body
it's about
system.
I'll say it's about like 5 feet off the road.
So you
I'll
want to
go
go
look
look
at it.
which
No,
do wanna
distance
look at
too
the
short
weird tree.
for
Yeah.
buddy system.
Okay. Scylla hops down off the horse, Rael saying, "Okay, be careful."
I leave a bee. Both of them.
Oh, have you just been like having the
Mm.
bees
Yeah.
follow you this
Just
entire
been
time?
humming the song like all day. Yeah.
Oh,
Bee
okay. Yeah,
posse.
yeah. The
Making
bees are
Scylla
just
feel
kind
better.
of the bees are just kind of like do 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 behind you.
They're like Minecraft.
Yeah,
Humming.
exactly.
I leave the
So,
bees with them.
Yeah, okay. So if you're going up and kind of like poking around in it, give me an investigation check, please, both of you. Or one can
Oh.
make it at advantage.
Can I make a nature check?
Sure. You're trying to discern if it was hit by lightning?
Yeah.
My
9.
investigation is better than my nature. 30-20.
30-20. Okay. Yvain, I mean, either that or someone took a flaming sword to this thing. Like, probably. Could be, though. I don't know.
It looks like a cloud giant just like came down on a like. "Ah!"
I mean,
Uh,
after meeting a cloud giant, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Scylla, that darkness in the middle there. Ooh, that as you get close to it and kind of like peer into it, your hands kind of like on the sides of the broken tree, kind of looking in. Ooh, that feels awfully familiar.
Still making a weird face.
Oh yeah.
So it's
When is she
probably
not? When is she not?
Just like a concerned face.
When is she not?
Confused.
But yes.
Hi, Sarah. Let's
Uh-huh.
go. What's wrong?
Does it feel like it would be familiar just to me or like the group? Am I vibing to it?
You are vibing with this tree, with this specifically this point in the tree here. Do you touch it?
These no. I kind
Big red button.
of
How about we not?
Bum ba dum bum 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 boop.
it feels really familiar, and I'm unsure why. I want to touch it, Yvain. I want to let me touch it.
What? No, don't
I want
touch
to poke
it.
it.
Scylla, make a wisdom saving throw.
Great, perfect. Yes. My wisdom saving throw has to be high, right? Yes, it's
What
+7.
fucking firemen carry you out of here?
I
wanna
will let you
touch
know
the
this is not
tree, Erica.
about a spell or anything. This is a common sense check.
14.
Okay. There's more than just that little pinprick that feels familiar to you. Like you don't think you can't remember ever seeing this tree before, but you do recognize some aspects of this as you remember the last time you needed a tree.
Oh, like that. Okay.
The last time you had to release your nests, which I assume you've been doing every day.
Yeah. I think like pretty uh religiously, but it's always like gotta go pee, Rail.
Rael doesn't press you, but you get the feeling she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the closer you look at it, this feels familiar. And it specifically reminds you of when you had to, or when, you had to release your darkness and you used a tree.
Kind of looks like when we've been here before. Did I do that?
Well, not with Belle and I. Have you traveled along this road before?
Have I?
Literally one time on your trip from Port Damali to Rexingtram with Tally and Porter.
Oh shit.
You skipped over Port Zune and went straight to Nicodranus and then through the Wuyun Gorge onto Trostenwald and Allfield and then...
Yeah, I have been here before. Was the
Did you?
decay stuff happening this early? Like, do I remember doing it?
Make a history check.
always sad when I don't have proficiency in a wisdom check. 15.
15.
Yeah.
So yeah, this must have been here last time. Maybe you just were kind of so like this was it was you guys left pretty fresh after everything happened with Rael.
Mhm.
And so you were pretty like in your own head on that journey. But like this must have been here then, and but you definitely don't remember uh doing this to a tree, as that only manifested when you went off on your own.
Yeah.
Once you went off on your own, that's when it started manifesting, and then once you joined up with these guys, it started progressing after that.
Mhm.
So it had
Your guys'
happened.
fault.
It had
You did this to me.
it had happened before, you know, like you had had to like express these things before.
Mhm.
Like when you were young, it would happen like kind of every like couple of years once you hit like 16, or like once you hit like 14 or 15, you know.
Mhm.
It would happen like every couple of years. It was like a, you know,
Like
but
a weird, like, that's weird.
but then as you got older, it started happening more often, and then by this point, it's now a daily thing.
Mhm.
Did you
Shit.
fuck up this tree?
I don't think I did.
Oh.
Unless I don't remember. It must have. I feel like Scylla has a raging headache right now.
Well, like, there's lots of other magic users in the world. Maybe somebody else fucked up the tree.
It looks very. I don't know. It just feels familiar. It's very odd.
Should we get away from the freaky tree then?
Maybe probably because I want to touch it.
Oh, okay. No. She drags you away from the tree.
Belle, anything to add?
So it's called the Slayer's Cake, right? And they had this really, really awesome policy where you couldn't spend more than 10 gold. Anything past that you just got for free for some reason.
Wow. Really? That feels
Terrible
like an
business
awful
model.
business model.
Awful
Right.
business
Thank
model.
you. I was literally just saying
Absolutely
that.
no sense at all. But it was so, so good. And we just got as much
Are
as we
these
want.
are these guys just like, do they just not need to make money?
At least 2 of them live in a castle. The rest of them live
I'm
fucking
sorry.
somewhere
They
else.
live
So
in a castle and they're just giving away pastries.
yes.
That's shady.
The best one was the back lot. It was really good. Take out Belle. Whoop.
Ask Scylla about getting
And
stepped
do
on
none
as a
of you find that
spider.
shady? Do you all just trust people in castles?
Well, they didn't.
That seems
Well,
to be a theme for you people.
technically,
No,
they
I
didn't
don't
try
trust
to
anyone
kill
in the
us.
castle because I got shot. So I don't want to fucking hear anything about
Yeah, the
trusting people
Lord's
in
God
castles.
shot
Fuck that.
Scylla. It was a whole thing.
The
What
lady was
did
really
you
nice, though.
do?
She had pet bears.
I did nothing and I was shot.
Sorry, pet bears?
I lightly broke into the
Mhm.
castle.
Sorry, okay. Free pastries past 10 gold. Like, wow. Okay.
I will say the lady has very nice pets because I did run around as a bear. As a dog? Was I a dog or a bear?
Dog.
Your dog.
Dog. I was a dog and I ran around with the lady's bear and it was kind of sick as fuck. It was fun. It was a good kid.
Wow,
Good kid.
okay.
Yeah.
That sure is something.
Yeah.
Oh god, I guess we won't need any pets. We'll just have you.
That's no fun though. Did you get to talk to Kahu? That was the best. I love talking to animals.
He is so sweet.
Yes.
But the rest of your day continues uneventfully. You have about another 3 days travel to Nicodranus. So, I would like you guys finish up travel for the night. Was there anything you guys wanted to get done before heading off to bed? Any conversations need having? Anybody want to fight?
You mean you want to fight?
Do you want to arm wrestle?
lose so bad.
Be a bear.
I'll
I
fight.
could be a bear.
Do you wrestle the bear?
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Oh God.
I will wow
Oh
chip
my
into a bear.
God. I cannot believe this is happening organically, but holy shit. I can't believe I didn't have to
Wow
force
chip into a
this.
bear. You
Bear.
said you guys
You,
want to fight? I'm obviously gonna be like, yeah, let's fucking fight. In a
Yvain,
situation where Yvain's not blood crazed, yeah, let's fucking
Yvain
fight.
the Pain versus a bear.
Can I be an owl bear just for
I'm
flavor?
sure it was pitched at some point.
Oh, absolutely. It's like no, 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 like no, no, no. We'll get a druid to come in here. Just it'll be great.
It'll be great. It'll be amazing.
It'll draw so much fucking money. Fucking
What is
do it.
Yvain's? Oh, I had a question because I've been getting so many WWE TikToks right now. By the way, the lore is
Same?
going
Oh my
crazy
God.
right now.
Dude, oh God,
Um,
I'm sure I scared the shit out of a bud tender earlier today. Because like Fern and I were walking out and we had just been like talking to this bud tender for like the last like 10 minutes. And she was just like, yeah, I just got my partner and I tickets to Monday Night Raw. And I did not even let her finish her sentence. My eyes went wide. I extended my hands and I literally just like rushed the counter. I know I creeped the shit out of her. It was so bad. I felt so
Amazing.
bad about it. But I was just like, are you a pro wrestling fan? Because holy fucking shit. And
Are you
so
my
we just,
people? Are you my people?
yeah, literally. Lore do
yeah,
go crazy right now. But
I know. Yeah, I'm watching all, and I went to my other pro wrestling fan, Michael, and I was like, bro, you gotta explain the backstory because I keep saying TikTok when I don't know what's going on.
It's
And
really good.
he sent me like 20 paragraphs
I
over
will
Facebook Messenger.
oh my God, I will break it the fuck down for you if
No,
need be.
I was like, just let me know. Because he knows how to like explain things to me in like a dumb fashion. So
Lit.
he's like, here
TLDR.
it is. So it was like very like succinct.
I need you to like
Sentences.
screenshot that list of messages or just
I
copy
will.
paste it.
I
But
will.
okay.
I will for you. But I wanted to know what Yvain's like button was. Does Yvain have a button? You know how Rhea Ripley does that thing where she like comes up and she like every single time she comes out, she like smacks
Yeah.
her leg down. What's Yvain's button? Does she have
Oh
one?
Yvain, what
God.
was it? You
I
came
don't
out to
remember.
Wild Thing.
That's right. No, I ran up to the ropes and then I jumped onto the top in the turnbuckle and I just kind of did this. I don't know.
Do, 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 do,
That's
do,
fair.
do, do.
We need to write you a theme song.
It was
Like say her name and she'll appear. Yvain.
the pain.
Yvain, the
I
pain.
imagine that she's just gonna run at you full force and and then you can run and turn into a bear.
Quickly transform into a bear.
Bear.
Quickly. Okay, roll initiative.
Great.
Cool, 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 cool.
I feel like you're really all standing on the sidelines, just absolutely. Who are these fucking psychos?
She is honestly looking on like, whoa.
That was almost a natural 20.
She's
Let
cheering.
me get
17.
bear wild shape.
Bear.
A brown bear? Brown bear?
It's your bear, dude.
I don't fucking remember any of the wrestling shit you taught me.
Oh
The
no, we're not doing a
mechanics.
wrestling match. We're just
Thank
doing
God.
We're just gonna beat the shit out of each other for a little bit.
yeah, we're just shooting, dude.
So it's I never use fucking wild shape. It's my like intelligence stats are
Your
mine, but the strength
brains.
Yes,
and the
your
dex and stuff
brain.
is the bears.
Your brain, bear body. Or owl
Okay.
bear, whichever you want to
I think it's very telling that if we don't have anything to fight for a while, we just fight each other.
do.
Yeah. I want to say for flavor it's an owlbear, but obviously I can't wild shape into an owlbear, so I'll just use these stats. But
Okay.
do you want me to use owlbear stats? I was gonna say.
Yes?
Sure, why not?
Fucking
Y'all are 7th level. You can't
Owlbear
transform into an owl bear?
5e.
No.
I don't think so.
wild shape kind of sucks if you're not a moon druid. TBH.
Oh, right. Moon
Yeah, that's
druid.
why I don't ever use it. It's what is it? What's its
It's kind of trash.
its challenge rating is 3. Yeah, I can only go up to like 0.5,
Half.
right?
You can do
Yeah.
half. Level 8, you get 1. And then from there, it's a third of your level. Or, yeah, I think that's right. So, like, owlbear is, or a quarter of your level. Owlbear is like level 12.
I feel like the rating system
kinda get
for
there.
I feel like the CR rating system
Oh,
is
it's
just
nonsense. It's
I'm gonna be
absolute
an owlbear.
nonsense.
Fuck you,
do it.
There are no
Um,
stakes. Do what you
Make
want.
this fight interesting.
I got a 10.
You guys just didn't lose your cleric or anything. It's fine.
Shh.
Well,
Cool.
if someone didn't decide to go to flower school, we would have one right now, but
So yeah, she barrels right into you and then just like tries to pin you down. So it's a grapple, right?
I believe so. Yeah, go ahead and make a grapple check. Athletics, your athletics versus
balls.
Scylla's athletics or acrobatics. God damn,
athletics or acrobatics is
Yvain.
what? Is
And I
what
whiff
stat?
it.
Strength or dexterity?
Strength and dex.
Athletics is
Strength
and-
strength.
Or dex.
Acrobatics is dex.
The one for strength.
Athletics.
24.
Jesus
Holy
fucking
shit.
Christ.
Yeah. You are in fact an owlbear, so that makes sense.
I'm like, but I'm like a stupid owlbear.
So yeah, here's what happens. God, I wish you guys. Oh man, there's this spot that a wrestler Samoa Joe does where if he gets thrown into the corner and he's this big ass dude, and the guy will like run at him and legit Samoa Joe will just grab them one armed and just throw them to the ground, and that's basically what you do. You just stick out one massive pawed arm and just clothesline Yvain straight to the ground. So Yvain,
And then I
you
look
kinda
as I do it, I look straight at Belbin with my owl face.
Belle, a giant bird bear is looking at you right now. You know it's it's Scylla, but it's still looking at you right now.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
Yvain, you still have a bonus action and some movement if you'd like.
Okay. I will like quickly roll over onto my stomach, use my movement to jump up, and then just run at Scylla full force and try and kick her.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Look at Real and go, this is pretty normal. This is about
So
what you
that's
should expect.
yeah, it's just gonna be. Are you
Athletics.
proficient with martial attacks?
Yes. Yes.
Are
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
Are you though?
Come on, Yvain, bad rolling. Come on.
What am I rolling though? Just
You're- yeah, that's what I'm asking
athletics?
because I don't think you're proficient with martial weapons, but you're not
Martial
proficient
weapons.
with martial
Unarmed.
attacks.
Where's my unarmed attack?
So yeah,
Unarmed strike. There we go.
unarmed
Woo.
strike. There we go. That's what I need,
Oh, motherfucker!
dude. So
The universe
you-
decided ponchos were more important.
So you go for the kick. You go for the kick, and Scylla just kind of moves her head ever so slightly at the last second. So your foot sails over her shoulder, and your knee just slams into like that massive owl bear shoulder, and that fucking hurt. And you are now crumpled on the ground, and you are prone.
Shit.
Scylla, it is your turn, and your quarry is prone on the ground in front of you. You now have advantage on all physical attacks.
Yeet, because that's all I can do. Although I'd like to not make them. I'd like to make them. I only have beak and claws, which is going to do piercing and slashing damage.
Yeah.
I don't really want to hurt.
Okay, so you can go.
can I
You can
make-
go with. We'll just call it non-lethal, and you'll
Okay.
just do bludgeoning, and you're just batting her across the head.
Yeah, exactly. I put the.
Or you're
If I,
just
if,
bat.
you
Yeah,
know,
you're
the
just
animals
you're
that
just
like
smacking. You're just
or
smacking.
like headbutting her.
Yeah, you're
The most
dog
insulting
playing.
way to get someone down, hitting them.
But
Okay, multi attack.
yeah,
Here we
you know,
go.
I want to be gentle, so I'll just give her a concussion.
Exactly.
Just give her CTE. Why not? She's
Okay,
already got enough from
so-
wrestling.
That
With the
MTBI
beak.
though.
The beak's a 9, so it's not gonna hit. And then the claws.
She goes down to headbutt you, and you just like dodge away, and the beak buries into the ground. Like Jesus.
The claws are 15 to hit. I know your
That
AC is shit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, okay. That's
So,
2d8
she
plus 5.
mollywops you on the ground. She just starts like whopping, just slamming
My
her
other.
her
My armor
like
class is
oddly.
currently 15. That's probably wrong. I'll change that in a second.
What is that?
Oh,
What do you
my
mean?
armor
Did your
class is
dex go up?
15 from probably like the last fight we were in. Yeah, it was haste. That's what it was.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
I was like, well, I mean, if it's right, it's right.
11 points of damage, non-lethal damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my D8.
Okay. Any movement or a bonus action?
I think I'm just standing over her.
Okay.
I don't think I have bonus actions. I mean, I don't have anything listed
All right.
on here, so I'm gonna go.
Yvain, you're up.
Okay, so you're just standing over me. I'm on the ground. Shh, can I try to punch you in the beak?
Just a straight
What am
right
I, a
hook.
shark?
Just a straight right hook.
That's better. 24.
That hits.
It's better.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my
Yeah.
damage is not a lot, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the sake of
My
for the
owly
sake
bear
of this,
damage.
I'll give you
Yes.
double damage.
Oh, cool.
So you
8.
do 8 points.
okay, 59.
And we can keep going, or.
So yeah,
I feel
Scylla.
like Scylla just headbutts you again, and she's like,
Sup.
yeah. Uh,
Uncle.
and then she's just like walking around on her hind legs, like being a dumbass as a bear.
Rael runs up and like gives you a big hug, just like, I've always wanted to hug an owlbear.
Ah.
Oh my god, it feels exactly like I thought it would.
Then she'll will fall backwards on their back.
Apparently, being a huge dumbass runs in the family.
I will give you for free that it is an uneventful night tonight. Nothing goes down.
Scylla does come up and heals your face. Sorry about that. That was fun
After
though.
getting
That's not my accident.
mollywopped.
Sorry about that.
It was fun.
Yeah, I
You
don't
were
want to
so
hurt her
little
massive
in the-
fucking talon claws.
Yeah, I put the claws away. I was like, no, I will just.
All right, who's rolling for the next day?
I will. That's fine. What am I rolling?
Alrighty. Give me.
A second. Just need to get my story straight.
Alright. Give me a d6, please.
6.
Now, so
We'll use Mario
you're gonna have to
dice.
roll several dice.
5. That hopped around a bunch.
What was that? 5.
Bingo.
Okay.
Cinco.
Uno, dos, tres, cinco, 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 seis.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
4. I can never, I can never get my D4 out of my little case because it's too like pyramidy. Gosh, dice go 2.
2. Okay.
2.
Give me a d6, please.
6.
Okay. Yeah, that's 8. All right.
A lot of dice.
So
It's Dragon Die.
as you travel down the road, I would like perception checks, please.
All right.
Or actually, never mind. I can look at your passive perception. That's a
Oh.
10.
I'll save us, guys.
10. Big 10.
I think mine's like
That's
16.
a 10.
Some of us are not wise.
That's a 16.
Yeah.
And that's an 11.
What's my else?
11.
Leave her
11.
out if we're gonna get murdered. 11.
Oh, she's 11, yeah.
Eh,
She's not like,
Vane and I are both
she's not
10.
super wise, but she's not like dumb. She's got a 13.
Must be nice.
That must be nice.
That's one thing, though. She is stocky as fuck. That's another thing you've noticed about Raelle, dude. She like when the when the wrist and ankle length shirts and trousers come off, she is cut like a Grecian model. It is
Makes sense.
she's
Makes
toned
sense.
up. Um,
She was like, "I want to go open a flower shop, but let me get jacked first."
flower pots are heavy, honey.
Uh-huh.
So, I rolled 2 and 4 and 6. So, I would like yeah, I said yeah. So, Scylla, you
Mm-hmm.
uh hear a rustling. At this point, you guys have reached an area where trees are starting to now kind of come into view a little bit here and there on the sides of the roads, and in a bit of the underbrush up ahead, you hear some rustling. Maybe not in the underbrush, but like in the like off to the side of the road you hear a rustling. Can't quite make out what it is. If you'd like to listen closer or look closer, you can make a perception or investigation check.
I will listen closer.
Okay, give me a perception check. Give me a perception check.
Uh, Even with my +6, it is a 9.
Oof, okay.
I had to roll bad at some point. Like,
So with the 9, you kind of like listen. Hmm. Might have just been an animal, probably.
so it's still a little tense though, like
Okay.
waiting for something bad to happen.
Okay. You guys progress down the road. Was there anything you guys wanted to? What is the topic of conversation for the road today?
Good question.
So haven't you been to Nicodranus before? I know.
Nope.
I think you have, right, Scylla?
I think so. Yes.
Once on your way to Rexentrum.
Only once. We were going to Rexentrum. We didn't stay for like super long.
What was it? You only stayed for what?
We didn't stay for very long.
Oh, gotcha.
Just on our way to Rexentrum.
Right. Well, it's very nice. It's beautiful. The weather there is so nice. Um, I am pretty close to the beach, but there's so many theaters and places to eat and to shop, and it's a pretty lively place, especially at night. So I think you guys might enjoy it. So I hope you guys stay for a little while at least
I
before you
heard
have
it's
to.
nice from letters and such from my brother.
Oh
It
right,
must be nice because he landed there and kind of never came back. So
really?
he's kind of settled there, yeah.
Oh, well that's interesting. What does he do?
He's a privateer. He sails.
Oh, on the high seas.
Yes.
I've had plenty of them come by the stall when they're looking to impress some local girl or
Yeah,
boy.
that's kind of his thing.
Perhaps I've met him. The conversation continues. The rest of the day goes by uneventfully. Um, you guys rest up for the evening. Who's taking first watch?
I can.
You can?
Sure.
Okay.
This has never gone badly before.
All right. Bell. Uh, you guys head to bed as night falls. Around 10 or 11 is when you start your watch officially. Um, if I can get a perception check, and if you could just let me
Sure.
know what you are up to this evening.
Sure. 17. Shockingly good. Um, but I think since leaving, what's it been? 4 days, 5 days, something like that, since we left Phelan?
Yeah, about 4 days at this point.
Since we've left with, you know, a couple of close encounters, and then watching Yvain and Scylla beat the shit out of each other yesterday. It's been kind of going over and over in his head. And so when I'm pretty sure everybody is asleep,
Hmm.
I will take out my sword and I will start very badly pacing through forms that I am making up as we go. like an 8-year-old with a good stick in the woods, right? Like I don't know
Just
what
a
I'm
whole
doing.
bunch of twirls and
Don't know what I'm doing, but like just it's one where he's like, "Oh fuck, we gotta get better at this, don't we? Because if I get grabbed, there's not that many people that can get me out of it." Okay, fucking shit, fuck. And just like start an acceptable distance away from people to not fall and drop a sword on like Scylla, but
Okay. Go
And
ahead
by
and
sword, you mean the fire dagger, right?
yes, the thing that is like half of my body length,
okay.
but
Okay. Give me 3 successive attack rolls, please. Give me 3 attack rolls in succession, I should say. They don't have to be successes.
well, they won't be. I can promise you that as we're going here. So we got a 10, a 14. Holy shit, hang on.
A natural 20 and a natural 19.
There we go.
I
Yeah.
only asked for 3, I mean. You gave me 4.
Yeah, I kept clicking the button because it
It
wasn't
takes
going
an
fast enough.
extra.
That's my fault.
Takes an extra swing.
That's fine. So yeah, you take an extra swipe, fine.
Huh.
As you take a couple of swipes, and on the final one, you see in your head a blade coming at you, and you expertly bat it aside and end with a riposte, stabbing your imaginary opponent. And you think you were in a fight that, not trying to toot your own horn, that might have worked. That might have worked pretty well, actually.
We'll take might have worked. That'll work all right for me, I guess.
Okay. I want you to roll a d20 for me real quick.
Oh
Just
boy.
straight d20.
Hey boy. D20. 16.
16. What the fuck am I trying to? Right. 16. Okay.
I'm gonna die.
The rest of your night is uneventful. You go on with your forms, practicing, and your watch ends. I would let you can wake up your next person.
Yvain? 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 You're up. It's your turn. You're also mouthing words at me for some reason, but Yvain, you're up.
Sorry.
That's fine.
The
I
phlegm.
will
Yeah.
never, if I can help it, go into the tent that Scylla and Rael are in because I don't. That can be your territory. That's fine.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
As we move on to Yvain's watch, why don't we take our bio break here? Go get some snacks, use the bathroom, and be back here in about 5 to 10 minutes. Sound good? All right. See you back. Pausing recording. Okay. So I know we were gonna pick back up with Yvain's watch. However, I did realize I forgot Belbin's perception check. That you rolled a 17 on. I just moved straight into what you were doing that night. So as you were practicing your moves, you did and you do end up hearing a slight rustling in the underbrush a little bit away from where you are. And if you stop and listen, you hear very, very hushed voices whispering back and forth.
Fuck.
It's you can tell from with the 17, I'll say that they are about 30 to 50 feet away. You know, they're a good, or 30 to 50 yards, I'll say, 30 to 50 yards away. I'll get, you know, you have like quite a bit of space. Um, but that is what you're hearing at this point. What would you like to do?
You think I'm about to make a very bad decision. Hopefully, this will wake you up.
Mm, what's going on?
Voices. And I will, the sword that I'm holding, go rack it like a shotgun and turn the fire on and start walking towards them.
Oh,
Okay. So you ignite the flame and begin walking. Are you trying to be stealthy or are you trying to be seen?
filthy with a flaming sword.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
figuring.
mean,
That's what I figured.
just
That's
gotta
what I
go
figured.
in.
I'm just, yeah, okay. So you're kind of like holding it aloft, just like walking directly toward the sound.
hmm
Okay.
Scylla, get the fuck up. Scylla, get the fuck up.
I would like you to roll 2d20 for me, please.
Okay. Boop, boop. An 8 and a 13.
Okay. Uh, you, um, you begin walking towards this sound that you hear. Um, what what is your facial expression like? What do you do? Like, describe exactly how you're walking.
It's like 1 a.m.
Yeah,
I've been riding on the back of my friend for the entire day.
yeah.
I'm tired, I'm sore,
A little bow-legged.
a little bow-legged, and frankly, I'm hungry at this point too. It's that time of night. So it's just kind of like a motherfucker. Okay. And honestly, the last time this kind of thing happened, I ended up having to try and not get a horse stolen. So we don't really want to deal with that again, but it's gonna fucking happen. So let's just walk over and see what the fuck they want as fast as we can here so we can move on with life. So I think I'll get within like 30 feet if nothing happens before that, and I'll just go, hey.
As you approach, you maybe get 10 steps
Mhm.
before that rustling in the underbrush turns into 7 bugbears breaking cover and booking it for the hills. They are panicked and look absolutely dead fucking terrified. So
Okay.
they're just, you know, they are running for the hills at this point.
I think at this point I wander up behind Belvin, sword in hand, or sorry, great axe in hand. What what's going on?
I don't really know. A bunch of bugbears just ran away.
She's right next to you.
Yeah, I'm next to you.
No, I know. I'm just
Oh, okay.
scratching my head.
Oh,
Oh.
what what'd you do?
Down here.
I-
Sorry, what'd you do?
You're
I
good.
took about 10 steps and I turned the fire on my sword. Makes me feel like there's probably something they're more scared of than me.
Can I look around?
Sure.
I'm here to kill something. What's going on?
Perception.
16.
It is an otherwise quiet night. Okay, I can't hold this in anymore. The rest of the night progresses as like without incident. These bugbears have been stalking you guys all day.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah, I thought so.
And they saw you guys. They saw the big ass. They saw the big ass Goliath, with the terrifying lady on the horse, and then just seemingly a regular person, and then a little dude. So they immediately thought to themselves, okay, so maybe not as a whole group. I know there's a lot of us, but that big one looks mean. That scary one looks scary. They're not the smartest, so they figured, okay, we'll wait for them to go to sleep, and then when Bell was the first to take watch, they were like, oh fuck yeah, we'll take the little guy. And then he pulls out a fucking sword and starts doing some crazy shit. And I had you roll to see how well you did with the sword, and you did pretty well, including in finishing off with a fucking nat 20. And then I had you roll just a d20, and I added your intimidation modifier to it, and you
Good.
got like a 21 or something. And so they saw you, the little guy, like, oh, fuck yeah. So they started creeping up, saw you pull out this shit, and got scared shitless. So they ran back a bunch to regroup with the rest of their crew and go, what the fuck are we going to do? Because that little dude actually looks like he could kind of fuck somebody up. And then, as they're having this discussion, little dude lights the fucking sword on fire and starts walking towards them. So I again had you roll an intimidation check at advantage, and you got a 17. So they just fucking booked it.
Amazing.
So for the second time now, Belle has saved you guys through pure charisma.
Well, they're gone now. Just
Without
guess-
even trying.
just keep being on the lookout for them. They
All
might
right,
come
sounds
back.
good. Still, if you really want to kill something, you can go chase him down. But like that seems like a lot.
That seems like a lot. Next time.
Okay, sounds good. Go back to sleep then.
All right, close these pages. I was like, these guys are not smart, so I'm just gonna see what happens. I saw what happened. Holy fucking shit. I could not, I'm not Matt Mercer. I'm not about to keep that a secret until the fucking after show or something.
You said broke cover and started booking it, and I was like, oh, well, that's the wrong kind of fire to deal with that. So
Fireball. Turn them to ash.
anyway, later. Yvain, it's time to get up. For real this time.
Oh fuck! All
Your
right.
turn.
The rest of your watches progress without issue. That was the encounter for the night, and you avoided it purely on accident.
Stop avoiding things by accident, Belvin. I want to fight something.
You can fight Yvain again, it's fine.
I want to fight something back of it.
All right. The next day comes. Who's rolling today?
I think it's me now.
Okay.
What you want?
Yeah. Let me get a D6, please.
CX. Oh, that's the wrong button. 2.
Let me get a D4.
4. 1.
Okay.
Drag
Talk
it,
amongst
drag.
yourselves on the road for 2 minutes while I get some stuff together, because I'm using a random roll generator for this.
Oh boy.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Why the fuck do things keep trying to follow us?
It feels
don't
like
even-
they're just drawn to us, unfortunately.
I don't understand. Also, are we concerned about the bigger, scarier thing that the bugbears were running away from?
Oh,
Why couldn't it be you, Bill? You're so
Because
big
I am
and
tiny.
scary.
I'm
You're
tiny.
so big and
I
scary.
feel potentially one of those two things. That is all.
I don't know, maybe they're like opposites feelings. So like they're scared of short, tiny people instead of big, large people.
could have been the fire. Don't know.
I Sure. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Listen, so much crazy shit happens to us that we have to just sort of keep the perspective that we only worry about it if it's right in front of us. Otherwise, we're gonna go crazy thinking about all the
That's
possibilities.
very fair. Honestly, the inside of my skull hurts because of all this shit. So,
Yeah, like the other day I saw a shooting star go back up in the sky, and I ignored it. It's gone. It was
Wait, what?
purple. Yeah, I just saw a purple
that one
light like
feels like one you should have just
No,
mentioned,
wait, you saw
like
a
in
Yeah, it's
purple
fine.
passing.
shooting
Rael was
star
there, and
go up in the sky?
it was a big purple light, and it like went whoo into the sky.
Like a spell?
I don't know.
Like a shooting star. Okay.
I don't know. I just left it alone. It was very far away from us, and it's not affecting me currently. So
You
it's
know
like
what?
okay,
That's exactly the mindset that I was just talking about. So yeah,
yeah.
good job, Silla.
Thank you.
That one feels like a problem. That's a major meteorological event that probably should have been shared
No,
with the
Rail
group.
was there and said it wasn't the problem. It's
It's like when
I didn't
like
say
if
anything. I feel that like that's different.
fine. No, you definitely said it was fine, and we should move
Anyway, so as you guys progress down the road, is anyone keeping an eye out, like
Oh,
along the
always,
road?
always.
always.
Always? Okay. So whoever is actually actively trying to, like, keep an eye on the road ahead, give me a perception check.
In the rear with the gear.
Unless
8.
Rail is actively distracting me, I am paying attention. 14.
Okay. Um, so about maybe a mile, maybe two up ahead of you, you see traveling in the opposite direction. Well, sorry, actually, the road seems to fork again, but now in the opposite direction. You are now meeting another road that is converging into the road ahead of you. Does that make sense? Like you're coming up on another road merging into yours. Along this merge, about a mile up, equidistant to you from that merge point, that you notice this because you feel like, oh, the speed we're going, we are going to meet here in about 5 minutes. You see a group of figures walking down the road. They walk behind a singular individual. Um, there are, sorry, let me quick check the numbers. Whoops, forgot to do something. So you see four figures walking down the road, three behind the first. In a sort, the three behind, they are all clad in cloaks with hoods pulled up over their heads, so you can't really make out any details. But one wears a dark black, or maybe it's a blue or a gray, gray cloak and hood, while the others wear a sort of dark maroon reddish with the hoods. The ones with the red cloaks are seemingly carrying packs on their backs, as well as an assortment of other bags and parcels. The one walking ahead does not seem to carry anything. What would you all like to do? Well, what would you like to
Vibe
do, Scylla,
check.
as you are? Okay,
Vibe
vibe
check.
check. Okay, it is going to be a high DC since they are you can't make out much without. Well, okay. Make a perception check for me to see how high this DC is going to be for your vibe check.
13.
13. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a pretty high DC.
Rah.
All right. Inside check, vibe check.
Natural 20.
Well, from what you can tell, they are hooded figures moving at a uh, moving in unison.
Ooh,
Not like
creepy, creepy, creepy,
not
creepy.
like not in unison, not in perfect unison exactly, like, like they're all moving exactly the same, but they're moving quickly and with the same gait. um, you notice a sort of
Like a
twitchy
marching band.
you sort of notice a twitchy kind of furtive behavior out of the three figures in the red cloaks from behind, while the first figure up at the lead um, walks with a sort of, not a hunch exactly, but they seem to almost bend in their stature and walk with a confidently smooth gait.
So it's just like kind of like how are Rail? This is more of a question. How are Rail and Syl sitting on the horse? Is Syl in the back or is Rail in the back?
You guys have kind of like switched off depending on how you're
We'll
feeling,
say
so it's up
Syl
to
in the
you.
back. Yeah, Syl just kind of wraps her arms around Rail, and so she's like, and puts her hand on the earpiece, but so she's close enough to talk to Rail as well. Says, I think things are about to get weird. Be prepared.
Hmm? What?
Smack.
We got weird people, Belle. Weird people.
Where?
I guess.
Oh, what the fuck?
So
You're
be ready.
literally covering your mic, Alex, when you do that.
Ah! I felt it too. I was like, oh yeah. Like, there it is.
So what did you say?
They're looking a little squirrely, so just be ready.
What a
Weird.
fucking phrase to use. You guys progress down the road.
Squirrely.
You guys progress down the road to where the merge meets, and your parties seem to align. The road widens at this point to accommodate the two roads, and the two of your parties fall into step beside each other. You can see now, if you look over, uh, the individual at the front wears a very deep hood, completely obscuring their face. It is a dark, deep black. And again, they seem to walk with a curved stature to them, long, lanky limbs, folded beneath the cloak, and just walking with a smooth confidence that is a little awkward considering his size or their particular stature. But you look back to the three red cloaked figures, and you cannot help but notice the rodent noses, the rodent faces, the whiskers, and the uh, teeth of some humanoid rat-like figures. I would like you all to make a history check or a nature check for me, depending on whether you think you would know what these are based on your knowledge of nature or your knowledge of history.
That would probably be nature.
4, nice. 8,
19.
19. Thank you, Scylla.
Mhm.
You've never seen a were-rat in person, but okay, they are way creepier than you expected. Uh, they are they are lycanthropic creatures, but uh, they all seem to be in their fully transformed uh, states. None of them is in their humanoid state. They all wear the same robes and cloaks and seem to be under the weight of several packs and and bags as they traipse along behind their leader at a steady pace. You see twitchy kind of noses poking out from their deeper hoods as they kind of just doggedly traipse along behind their leader.
How close are they to us?
They're about 5 feet from you. There's about 5 feet
Okay.
between your two
Never mind
parties.
there.
Hello. Mhm.
I'm gonna mind my business.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Stay shut the fuck up till something happens. Or someone
Okay.
says something.
So this road progresses for the next couple of miles, the next few miles,
Quiet.
curving along. Uh, do any of you guys just mind your business the whole damn time?
Can I make like a impulse check on Scylla?
An impulse check?
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, go ahead and make
Scylla's
The
make a common
anti-dumbass
sense check,
roll.
honey. Make a common sense check. Let's see how white you are.
what is saying wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom
We're
save.
fine. We're fine. 18.
18. Okay, you have full control over your urges.
Instead of yelling, yo, what the fuck is up?
What the fuck is your deal, man?
What the fuck is up?
Guys, do we
Scylla
need to,
does
like,
feel really tense though. Like she's
do we
been
need to,
riding the
like,
horse. Like,
should we stop for like early bedtime or something and let them just keep going down the fucking road? Because the silence at this point is too awkward to break. So
oh, it's like
it's
legit
been
painful.
30
Yeah.
minutes. So you want to pull over and at least have lunch or dinner or whatever the fuck time it is? Okay. Sounds
Cool,
good.
I guess.
As so are you guys gonna pull over?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As you guys pull over, the black cloaked figure at the lead extends an arm from his cloak and just holds up a finger. You see a white skinned hand, the bony long finger just kind of extend ever so gracefully. And the party stops along with you. The black cloaked figure turns and reaches up and removes their hood. And you see beneath their beneath their hood a bald head. First of all, you see that's the first thing you notice. Hairless completely, not as if it is shaved, but as if no hair grows there. Long pointed ears that sort of hook back almost like horns. Also, horns extending backward, sort of complementing the curl of the ear. Gaunt, skeletal face, white skin drawn closely across the face here. The nose is very blunt, very kind of, but is also comes to a very kind of blunt point, as if at one point it had been very pointed, but perhaps was broken at some point. The eyes are a deep, deep, poisonous red, almost the color of blood. This creature, whatever it may be, smiles, and you see rotting teeth poking out from dark blue gums. Greetings, travelers. My name
You,
is Carson. Kahron. All right, hold on. Come on. Yeah.
zombie man.
I travel along this road in service of my master. I bring him wares that I have collected in trade for his favors. My master is a very powerful magician. Need you of any favors from one of such power?
So just to like clarify, you sell like magical items, weapons.
Whatever the favor may be, although all things come at a price.
Yeah, price should be gold, right? Not like anything
Gold
else.
is a price.
Sure.
And your little helpers, they're willing, right? They get paid salary, overtime, healthcare.
Devotees destined to learn from my master.
Oh my god, they're interns.
I don't think they're Jermaine.
My master has many acolytes such as myself. We travel far and wide, disseminating his power amongst the people.
Is your
He is
master someone we would have heard of?
Hmm?
Is your master someone we would have heard of? This otherwise empty promises of power.
Have you heard tell of the great Aunt Mora?
No.
No.
Are you all just saying no, or are you just like choosing to have never heard of this guy?
I would like to say no, but also roll a history check.
Okay,
Yeah, a
go
little bit
ahead.
of both.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check if you'd like to. just gonna outright say no, I don't.
No.
No.
Well, like a 6, so no.
So yeah, nope.
So it's truthful though.
Okay.
Have I heard of them?
The great make a history check.
Also, what
No.
was that name?
It was also a 5.
Antmora, ANT''MORA.
Would they like more rats, more ants, or less ants?
Truly
Ants.
humorous.
No, I should go on tour, right?
Then my master has been aiding these lands for almost a millennia now.
Oh, that's very kind.
For 1,000 years, he has disseminated his power here and there across Exandria.
Very nice.
That's
Aided how?
good.
What was he doing?
He provides what favors are asked of him. He asks no qualifiers. He makes no... He doesn't hesitate, Mac does.
Mhm.
He asks no qualifiers. He makes no conditions. Only conditions that payment is made.
That is a condition.
All
That
but
is
one.
a qualifier.
Yeah, well, that's a reasonable one, though. I feel like you should be paid for the work you
Oh
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Are your employees being paid for the work they do? I'm really hung up on this.
I am
Do they get to return to their normal forms? That seems exhausting to do that all day.
The acolytes know what they are asking for when
Can the
they come
acolytes
to my
speak for
master.
themselves?
The acolytes do not speak until they are no longer acolytes. I was
That's
once in
really
their
creepy.
I was once in their place.
I don't mean to like insult your culture or anything. I'm so sorry. What is it that you are selling?
A favor.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, just lacking all context from any of us. The favor thing, it just kind of falls flat. Um,
Whatever need you have, my master can provide aid. You simply need to ask and provide payment.
You know, I'm actually starting to get a little like self-actualized or whatever, so I don't need anything right now. Thank you so much, though.
What have people asked of you before?
People have asked for gold, for potions, for changes in their lives, for enemies to be struck down, for friends to be protected, for laws to be broken, for justice to be served.
And
All
how does
manner.
Master fulfill these
Say what?
wishes? How does your master fulfill these wishes? Is he going and murdering the enemies?
He has great power and great influence. His ways are still somewhat of a mystery to us, but we follow for faith.
is it like a business card or something, so we could give you a call later on after we've figured
That
it
is
out, or
the
do we need to
nature.
know the favor in advance?
That is the nature of our existence. It is a matter of fate and chance that we were to meet today.
Mm.
For there is only one acolyte of his walking each continent. I travel from coast to coast, shore to shore, city to city, and we collect on favors, and we give out his message. But only the one of us, and we only speak to those who feel they must speak. You are the only ones that we saw on the road today. And so, I knew it must be. Perhaps you needed something. Perhaps not. But no, you may not have this opportunity in your lifetime again.
So do I ask this man for the other part of my soul back? Or
If you guys want to make an insight check to see how honest he's being,
I would love
Yeah.
that.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sure.
like kind of the whole point of an insight check.
7.
18.
7, 18,
Natural 20.
natural 20. Okay. I'm going to be sending a message to
Yeet.
Vane and Scylla.
To not me. Do you want me to just take my headphones off?
Honestly, yeah, sure. That feels better. Yeah, you can watch it back later if you want.
T. I want to fight him.
I'll give you a
Kill him with
double thumbs up when you're good, okay? I'll
What?
give you a double thumbs up when you're good, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So yeah, 18 and a natural 20. This guy believes everything he is saying. And he means it. He really means it. If you ask him for any favor, he will give you a price and he will assure you. And to the best of his knowledge, this favor will be fulfilled as long as the price is paid. He does not seem to be deceptive. He does not seem to be hiding anything that he does not feel is your business to know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you give me an example of something that was asked for in the past?
And the price for it.
A warrior asked that his armor not be pierced in battle. For this, he offered 2 years of his life. And for this, my master protected him in battle, and his armor was not pierced. And he did survive, though his army did lose. He was able to survive, and then spent the next 2 years of his life in service to my master, and then went on with his existence.
So it's not like lop off the 2 years at the end of the life cycle. It's like you die 2 years early. It's like, oh, hey, I'm going to work for you for 2 years here now.
That was the agreement made.
Got it.
Different
And you're
agreements
certified?
have been made at certain points.
You're certified to make these kind of like business deals on behalf of your master?
I am.
You have like the blue check mark next to your name.
I am. I know not of what you speak.
You already said you haven't. Personally, I feel like
Something
I already
wrong.
have enough things attached to my soul in life. I'm gonna sit out of this one.
Very well. He looks to you, Belle.
Well, yeah, I'm probably good here too. Just gonna hang on to what I've got for now because it feels like I've got a tenuous grip on it anyway. So
Finally, he looks to Rael. Does it have to be easy life? The Carson inclines their head. No. The price is what you are willing to sacrifice. And the price is named by the master himself. She takes a very deep breath. She looks at you, Scylla.
Still was looking at her like, what the actual fuck are you doing?
Maybe this could help. Maybe he
No,
could help.
no, 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 no. You will not be sacrificing anything for me. No, no, no. This is not
Persuasion
your
check.
burden to bear. Ray, please.
Persuasion check.
You're not gonna believe me when I say this,
What did you
but I
get?
swear to you, it's a natural 20.
All right. I told myself I'd stop thinking I knew how you felt and start asking you. Are you
I
sure?
appreciate that.
Are you sure? Because I would give anything to help you.
I am not sacrificing the better part of my soul to find what is missing of mine.
No, thank you, sir. Carson nods. Very well. Be safe upon your travels, and may blessings be upon you. And he inclines his head, reaches up, puts his hood back on, and beckons, and his followers continue on behind him, traipsing along.
Considered it. I seriously did. Can't.
I thought about it as well.
Gotta dangle those carrots for you sometimes.
Anything we could have asked for that was like genuinely changed whatever we need to would have had such a high price.
Yeah.
Like years or someone's soul, someone dying. Like
You
I
didn't.
know.
That's the thing. You
I
didn't
wasn't
even
gonna
ask him.
Nuh-uh.
You
Nuh-uh.
didn't even
because
want
I
to
knew
know
that
the
if it-
price.
I knew that in some part of my body the price would be something from Rael, and Rael would have said yes. So Phil wasn't gonna go down that road.
The figures, the little party of Carson and his were-rat followers disappear over the horizon after a little while of you sitting by the road.
Do you think you'd like unbecome a were-rat when you become in higher than acolyte, or
I mean,
they were? I don't know if you guys
maybe.
noticed, they were all were-rats.
Oh yeah, it was kind of hard to miss once they got close, you know?
Yeah, it was kind of scary, but they were like they've been in that form for a long time. That's kind of crazy. Cade couldn't hold their form for that long.
Yeah.
Hmm. That is weird.
Should we like actually eat now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then back to it.
Yeah, you guys eat up for the night and find your rest for the evening. You find yourselves about a day's travel out from Nicodranus as you have progressed. I think this is 3 days now, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
So
so.
yeah, this is the end of day 3. So yeah, last night, before you guys reach Nicodranus, who is going to be taking watch first?
Can I ask a question before we do this?
Shoot.
Scylla's very perceptive,
Yes.
aka
Yes.
has Bell done the emo boy route enough that Scylla has noticed?
What do you mean? What do you
Like
what do you
fucking talking to his sister during watch. Like,
I mean the way
like I'm
when
only in a tent. Like I'm not that far away from you.
he's more like talking to himself than he is actually talking to another person, I'm pretty sure, right, Belle? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's more like muttering under his breath than it is like having a full conversation. Like the full
That said,
conversation.
also-
There's no one actually to talk to.
I've been sad for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Like since we came out of the hole, I've just been sad.
You're so right. The conversation I wanted to have is justified either way.
Like
Sick.
not so happy times.
We'll deal
in
with
the
that in a
kingdom.
moment.
Belle, you both, yeah, Belle has been uncharacteristically quiet. He's always had something to say about something. He's always had something to complain about, something to ask for, food. He's always hungry. He still eats like he always did, but he's just not saying quite as much. He seems to just kind of stare off into space.
So I was gonna ambush his watch tonight when we get to that.
Okay. Whose watch is going first?
I mean, it can be me.
I mean, we can go for Phil and Rail can go first.
Okay. So yeah, Scylla and Rael, go first. Go ahead and give me a perception check at advantage.
So nice having a girlfriend.
Swear to God, if
You
you
get
roll a
advantage on things.
natural 20. What?
Let's go third natural 20. Fourth natural 20, I think.
Shut the
No, I
fuck
got
up.
a no, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got a
that was
one.
not a good laugh.
I got a 1 and an 8.
Yeah,
So
I knew
14.
there
1
we
was a
go.
1.
14. Yeah.
Okay. So what was it 13?
Yeah. 14.
14. Gotcha.
8 plus. 8 plus.
Yeah, uneventful. This close to the city, you do hear a bit of like the faint sound of like, the faint sounds of a city, kind of coasting in uh, over the hills. You've got the mountains to the north of you, and the ocean about a couple, several miles, I should say, several dozen miles, I should say, to the south of you. It's a clear night, uneventful.
So it does turn rail, and like about halfway through. Um, I feel like they've been kind of quiet, just like kind of sitting there, not really like chatting, just like
Hmm.
kind of vibing. And then about after Stella has her little like emo brain time, sit down as usual. Um, she just like really quietly asks her, "What were you going to offer? What were you even going to ask for?"
I was going to ask if he could tell us what happened to you. I wasn't, I didn't, I knew fixing it, whether possible or not, would be something insane to ask for. And I might have to spend the rest of my life in service to that weird, creepy guy. But I thought maybe if we could just ask for your history or for just an idea to just know what happened and whether or not, you know, I don't know. And I would have offered almost anything. Almost anything.
I look. I'm not saying that the curiosity of all this is driving me crazy. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I would derail this entire mission for fucking months if I had even a glimpse of a lead of what we were trying to do, of what happened. But it's a mystery I have spent with 21 years of my life. I don't need an easy fix at the cost of some part of you. I appreciate that you would, but I would rather never know than have something happen to you, willing or not, agreed upon or not.
You know I'm a big girl, right?
I do.
Like, you know that I can make my own decisions. You know that I can weigh my own options and that I have my own priorities. And it's not just about what you want.
It's a fair response.
I love you and I don't want to lose you. So I feel if you are willing to sacrifice so much just to exist, I feel like I can sacrifice something to help you figure out a way to keep existing. Because I'm scared of what happens when this, and she takes your hand and kind of, when this gets up here and she holds your cheek. I don't know what kind of clock we're on. And I don't want to lose you either. So how about we stop acting like my white knight, start treating me like someone capable, and trying to work together on this.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No,
Uh,
no, 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 no. I'm sorry for trying to fix your shit without even talking to you about it first. It was just a spur of the moment thing, and I'm sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. You have nothing to apologize for. Okay? I don't want you to feel like, I don't want you to feel like you did anything wrong there. I just needed you to know where we stand. I want to do this right, and I want us to be equals here. And so I'm sorry I didn't treat you like one.
I appreciate that, but the hero complex thing is a valid call out on my part, I will say.
I'm guilty of it too.
But you got the look on your face. You have a very clear tell uh, about
Only you can tell my
decisions.
tell. You were the only one who could ever beat me in cards.
I could tell the question was not going to be about yourself, but you're going to ask that then. If you had asked him to make your flower shop prosper, and he was like, "Okay, send me flowers every day," I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, bitch, go for it. Great, prosper."
Flower shop's not you.
You're right. I'm not as cool as a flower shop. It's pretty sick.
God, so irritating.
I try my best. I'm really good at it, actually. I've gotten actually better at it over the years.
You guys finish out your watch. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Or are you gonna wake up the next person?
No, I think me and Ray are good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I believe Belle was next. Didn't you want to talk to Belle or something?
I did, but I had to blow my nose so bad. So
Oh,
give me 1 second.
Okay. So Belle, Scylla comes and wakes you up.
Hmm, hmm. It's the middle of the night.
Good Lord, this is bad.
Sorry, I've been sick for like a week straight. It's been
Oh,
not fun.
oh,
Brutal.
dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's my sister gave it to me so nicely. Uh,
So kind.
it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, I better now.
So yeah, you wanted to talk to Belle?
I kind of give him a second to like settle into his watch. Like I go like say goodnight to Ray. Um, tell her I'm gonna be back in a minute.
Okay.
Let Belle like
Don't wake me up.
I will try my best. Unless people are trying to kill us, then I should probably
Mm,
wake you up.
yeah, whatever. Good
Yeah,
night.
whatever. Good night. And I give Belle like a few minutes to like get into his watch and settle in and all that stuff.
Belle, how do you spend the first 5 to 10 minutes of your watch?
Um, you know how when you wake up in the middle of the night to like
Mhm.
go to the bathroom or something, and you walk into the bathroom, and you turn the light on, and it's too bright. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Where am I? I think as soon as I walk out the tent, I have that same feeling, even though it's not necessarily super bright out here. I'm just standing there like, what the fuck is happening?
Mm.
What is going on right now? Where am I? Because looks different when it's dark. Okay.
Kind of take a
I guess
second,
I'll like take a little lap and like try and orient
reorient.
myself to what the fuck's going on. I will never get good at this. Belle will forever be bad at taking watch. And
What day is it? What time is it? What year
what
is it?
continent are we on again? We'll go sit down on a stump or log or whatever, the dirt, whatever's nearby. Searching for something good is not high on the priority list right now. Just stopping being completely vertical is in my best interest. So I guess you'd probably find me sitting in the dirt, just like looking around, like, what the fuck?
Um, I think Scylla just goes and like pops a squat next to him for a hot second. It's just kind of quiet for a second.
You just told me that it was your watch. My watch. You did your watch.
Oh, it is your watch. Yes, fully.
Then why are you here? I don't understand.
I think we haven't had breakfast in a while, like actual breakfast. You and me
That's 'cause
breakfast.
we've been on the road.
Exactly.
Everybody else wakes up at the same time.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And also, there's no like pastry shops around.
It's really terrible.
It's awful.
How do people
But we
fucking live
should
like this?
maybe when this is all over, you and me can like find a bag of holding, but it's specifically a bag of holding to make sure pastries don't go stale. So you can just keep pastries forever.
Yes. Alternate suggestion. I figure out how the fuck this works, hold up the bag of kittens, and I put 1,000 pastry chefs in there. And then
Ah, that's a really good idea.
you should always have pastries.
Exactly. I
It
love
can be
that.
less than 1,000 because it feels like a lot of people to kidnap, but
I mean, if you're gonna like make a whole city, you might as well have a whole city,
there
because
can be like 200 of them
then
and
it's
their families.
yeah, then it's like really kidnapping. But if we're putting them in their own pocket dimension, then it's like go be the pocket dimension.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like the right choice and a good use of time once we figure out the rest of the bullshit.
You're so right. Yeah. So since we haven't had breakfast in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's unfortunately now we're going to have a late night chat,
Do you need
like
me to
me and
get
you,
you,
Vane.
Vane? Do you want me to go to sleep? I'm confused.
Nope, you're gonna sit right there
Okay.
because you're not awake during these chats with me and you, Vane. I'll give you the
I know
rundown.
that's. Do I? I'm really. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the rundown. Some These late night chats always happen because me or Yvain wake up in the middle of the night and have some sort of mental breakdown, and then we're the only ones who are awake. So we talk to each other, and then the bonding happens.
Why don't
But
you
I
just do
feel
it
like
during the day like a normal person?
it's women. We're complicated. We have to be one with the night, all that stuff. The moon, all that stuff. Uh, so, Belle,
Me. Scylla.
yes.
You. What?
Before I start probing you about your mental breakdown, do you want to talk about anything?
I mean, I think I'm pretty good. I haven't had a mental breakdown in like 6 days.
Do you want to talk about the mental breakdown from 6 days ago?
Uh, this is kind of just another wave in the, disaster that's been the last 2 weeks of life. We're just kind of on a dip right now. Don't worry. Another one will pick up soon.
That's not the point, though. I've given you your time to be a little emo boy and be sad. And I'm not asking you to get over anything. I'm not asking you to spill your guts. I am just telling you that I have noticed, and that when you are ready to talk, I am here.
Sure. Much appreciated. You understand that this is going to be a reciprocal message then, right? Miss Parents and all that.
You want me to start then? That'd be good half. Yeah?
I mean, if you want to fucking get into it now, we can. But like, I'm just saying, call the fucking kettle black, Miss Pot. Like, I did this with
Well,
Yvain already. Like, we talked about how we both have bullshit that we don't talk to each other about.
that's very fair, but I do feel like uh, I am a little bit to blame for, not on purpose to blame, but a little bit to blame for the knife digging in a little bit deeper uh, with us finding out about what happened, and then immediately my family is here.
Someone's family's always around. I mean, it's not usually somebody you spend like all of your time with, but yeah, siblings exist in the world for a reason.
That is true. I just want, first of all, to apologize for kind of brushing you aside during all of that. Because, you know, I've seen them in a long time, but it was unfair of me to not at least say anything when I was being unfair.
Appreciated, genuinely. However, I don't know what part of your fucked up brain thinks that my fucked up brain wanted to be perceived in that period of time at all. Brushed
That's
aside
why,
was
that's another reason. Yeah,
good
that's
on
another
my
reason I did
part.
not say anything. Yes. But it was still a little messed up on my side. You wanted to be perceived on that.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I'm just opening lines of communication.
Yeah. What do you think about that purple guy? Gilmore.
Gilmore?
Yeah. You think about what he said? Ever?
I, as a person, am good at understanding people's, like, how they think and emotions and all that stuff. I didn't understand a single fucking word that man said to me, nor the implications of what it was. And if I try to think about it too hard, it hurts my brain.
That's fair. I get that.
I understood it vaguely, but sometimes I need like it explained to me like I'm 7.
Hmm. I mean, I think in an effort to explain it to you like you're 7, because I don't
Thank
know
you.
what the fuck's going on either. So take this with a grain of fucking salt. From what I understood from him, what's in me is supposed to be in you instead. Like a little bit
Okay.
that makes it so I can do tricks and shit. Which means that when somebody asks you if you want something and you give something up and you know that there's something you want, but there's going to be a high price to it, and what you have isn't yours to give, there's not really even a reason to consider it. So,
That's very fair. Did that man creep you the fuck out? Creep me the fuck out.
yeah, he was missing most of his fucking nose.
Yeah.
And he had like quad horns on his head. But 2 of them were ears. You can't hear out of horns. The fuck's wrong with that? I can't hear out of horns.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a little bit suspect of the whole like, we can grant you any wish you want kind of thing. Because that seems.
You know who that sounds like? Mr. Mansion Man.
Oh, right, him too.
What was your answer? Jeebus?
Mm,
Oh, oh, he's in a
fucko.
different place. He's in a different place than he is for me. I was like, you're just pointing at. Just like,
No, fucko in the sky.
Mm.
Makes the shakes and the booms and all that.
Oh yes, yeah. I don't know, because then that also brings up the question: how the fuck did parts of my soul get into you? But then also, out of all the places, I was on a different fucking continent. How the fuck? Not only did we were all going to the same place, you were the first person I met going to that place. I gave you a piggyback ride.
Mm-hmm. Happens.
Out of all the probability of that happening, pretty fucking low. Yeah.
I mean, not when you got big people in big pants pulling strings, but I assume they have big pants.
That's yeah, lots of pockets probably. And then that also implies that if I were to get that part of my soul back, what would happen to you?
I don't know. Hope we can find out.
If it does anything to hurt you, I will not be taking it back. I hope you know
Okay,
that.
sounds good. Give it to Yvain instead then. I don't fucking know. What do you want me to do? If it's not mine, I don't want it.
What if it's like keeping you alive or something at this point, now? Nuh-uh. Don't you fucking, I will stare you down, motherfucker. We will have a staring contest.
I gotta go home at some point.
You do.
I'm not looking forward to that.
It's gonna suck a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He wants us to be there with you when you do that.
Oh yeah, probably. That's probably the right choice. You want to see something that's definitely unhealthy, but I'm not gonna stop doing it for a while. I can't remember if I've shown you
Yes.
this or not already. And I'll summon cat.
You see before you a a line drawing of Catherine Elderberry. In the lines are shimmering golden sparkles. She has the familiar little smirking grin that she often wore that so reminds you of Belle's. Her hair is in her familiar braids. And she looks at Belle as if she would only ever see him.
You're so right. That is really unhealthy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. As someone who was like low key pretty actively like self harming when you first met me, I really cannot judge you about this. Um, I like that we're at the point that you can recognize this is unhealthy. Do you feel like this is unhealthy things can also help us at least move along a little bit? Do you feel like this is helping at all? Staring at her like this?
Oh, I talked to her and all that too. Not just stare at her. That'd be weird.
Oh yeah, just that'd be weird. Hmm.
Do you want to sit silently and stare at each other for a while? Because it gets weird quickly, I promise.
I feel like we'd have a really good staring contest, but that's not the point. Um, hmm. I think, and Yvain may disagree with me. I think you got to do what you got to do, and this is currently helping you get through the day. You do you, man. But the second it's turning into, you know, actual harm on yourself, probably stop. We all cope
Yeah,
in different ways.
I know. You're right.
Do you still have her pendant and that?
Oh, yeah.
You're not clutching it anymore till you bleed? Perfect. Um, yeah, I'm like the worst person to give advice on this.
It's all right.
Yeah.
There's the best person is like several cities over at this point. So,
I mean, her daughter's in the next 10, but
yeah, nope, fuck her.
Yeah. uh, we should probably maybe go see her after this current leg.
Yeah,
Might be good for all of us.
yeah.
I love Rael, but she's not her mom when it comes to that.
Her mom is wonderful. So,
Yeah.
go the fuck to sleep. Leave me alone.
Okay.
as you two,
I hate you. Good night.
I hate you.
as
I
you
hope a goblin
two,
tries to steal you again.
Probably will.
as you two part ways, Belle going back to your watch, Scylla going back to your tent. Belle, you look up at the image of your sister. You can't help but remember the night that really changed everything for you guys. The first big change. It was a very big change for a 7-year old, or an 8-year old, I mean, to handle at that point. Having a big sister who felt, who you kind of put responsibility on for that happening for a while. And then coming back together, it complicated the relationship. Even to this day, it complicates things. But you're not 7 anymore. You're not 8 anymore. Scylla, as you're going back to your tent, you sit down on the cot or the bedroll that you're sharing with Rael, and you're kind of getting yourself ready to like really turn in for the night. You pull off your gloves. You look at your arms where Rael was touching you before. You can swear it's gone, it's receded. There's like there's a little mole or a freckle on your arm that was, you're sure was previously covered in that darkness, that black kind of fading of your skin. But it's back.
Mm.
Ever, it would be the most infinitesimal amount if it was anything. But if it's anything, It's something. And with that, we are going to end our session there for the night. I tried to give you guys a fight this time, and Belle was just too damn charismatic.
No,
So we just
refuse.
another very heavy role play.
I
Refuse.
wanted to
No
fight the I wanted to fight the magic dude. I wanted to fight so bad. We would have gotten our asses beat. I was very scared of
We
I
would
it.
have
mean,
died.
he's not.
All of
He
us would
wasn't
have
exactly
died.
all like. He wasn't exactly very powerful himself.
I
But
was
if he goes,
getting
"Oh, grant
yeah.
me a favor to kill these fuckers. I'll give you the rest of my life." We're all dead. So
Yeah, I was also getting traumatic flashbacks to my last Awesomer I played, my paladin who got bitten by a werewolf, and I forgot I had a luck stone, and I failed my save, and they became werewolves, and it was really traumatizing. I didn't want to do
Ooh.
that, and I
amazing.
would like
Ooh,
wake up in
that's-
the middle of the night and like kill people. It was great.
You were like, not a were rat, not a were rat.
It's like no, 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 not again, not again, not again.
Not again, not again. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording there. So everyone say bye to me prepping for next session.
Bye, Mac.
Bye, Max.